Hello, y'all, and welcome back to some more Rune Factory. Let's go to bed. In recent news, I spent some time with the family. I got some magic cards for one of the command decks I've been playing, as well as one card for my CDH deck. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And Alicia likes us. So we're hoping that today could finally, potentially, hopefully, maybe be the day that we propose to Alicia.
Woohoo!
Azura is bugging me for the past, minute or two about playing this. So I decided, hey, yeah, let's play this a little bit early. Because I might have to start binging episodes, because in a few weeks I might spend, I don't know, a few days or a few weeks away from home. I don't know.
Wait, what? This is the first time hearing of this.
Because my aunt wants me to come down for Thanksgiving.
Oh.
And we have basically no overall information about what we're going to do about all of it. All of this, so we're trying to figure it all out. Because, she said that she'll, chip in for stuff, but that I'll still be paying, or that she wants my mom to pay. Except that my mom has no money, because she just got a new property, a month ago. And doesn't have the couple $100 to send me on a plane ride, and, I'd be fine with taking the bus, but my aunt wants me to spend a lot of time down there, and I have no idea about what's going on with any of it. So, one potential is that, the Friday of Thanksgiving weekend, I, bus or plane down there, get picked up, spend the weekend there, and go back on, say, the Monday or something. So I'm just down there for the weekend. Another option is that I go down on the Friday with my family as they go to a place about an hour's drive away from Edmonton, and potentially drop me off at a town where I could bus to Edmonton and see if my aunt would be willing to pick me up in Edmonton, because the town that she lives, the buses and the planes don't actually go to her town, so she would either have to pick me up in Edmonton or in Calgary. Because from what I could find, the buses also don't go to Red Deer. Or the planes. I don't think Red Deer has an airport. I could be wrong. I don't think so. Apparently it also doesn't have a bus terminal with buses going from any of the other important mentioned places to there. Maybe even not from Edmonton. I'm not certain. So one idea that I had was I go down with the family a week before Thanksgiving weekend. And I go down to Edmonton to hang out with you, Azura, for, a couple of days. And then, either, bus down to Red Deer, have my aunt pick me up, something. Go down, visit family. And then, after Thanksgiving, I could just, bus or fly all the way back home. And that way I'd get to spend some time with you. But it would also add a few, an extra week to the whole thing. And if I'm going to be leaving for a week, that means a lot of extra Rune Factory episodes. Also, a few extra Rebuild episodes, and some other stuff as well. Even tonight, I have to grab my VR stuff and do some editing.
I mean, I will point out, you coming to visit me probably won't result in us spending any more time together than we usually do.
Probably.
Because I will have to work.
Yeah, and I would get to spend a weekend with you. So it might be I think Discord is broken.
Hello?
Yeah, now? Hello! Discord broke for a little bit. And you are muted. Azura? Anyway, so I'm thinking it'll probably just be the Thanksgiving weekend. I'll, you know, find a bus that goes down to visit or whatever. And then, but it's like, I don't want to do all these plans myself. My aunt really wants me to come down, but she won't help discuss any of the actual plans about any of this. How much she's willing to pitch in, because she really, really, really wants me to fly down, but she expects me or my mom to pay for it, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And like, true, I haven't seen them in over a year. But still, I think about 2 years by now, actually.
It sounds like a real dilemma.
Hello, you're back.
And you're front.
Are you trying to be Claptrap? Because you're not Claptrap.
What do I sound like?
Yourself?
Wait, what?
Oh, gosh. Azura and her voice modifiers.
Why is that not working?
Because it's like me. So while she tries to figure that out, so I'll probably just get some bus ticket, leave on like the Friday, come back on like the Monday. So, you know, just basically 4 days, 5 days worth of uploads to do preemptively. Of course, the one day I definitively do not need to pre-upload for Wednesday is also definitively covered. Maybe I'll just play like a ton of Played Up between now and then.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, now you're very echoey.
Wait, you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You're saying hello, 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 and you are very echoey. Not this weekend, not next weekend, but the weekend after, I believe. Yes. So yeah, 2 weekends to plan, and then 1 weekend to go down. So it's like, yeah, I have the recordings to keep track of. Like, I do have a few responsibilities of things that I can't just, like, you know, leave for an extended period, like I used to be able to back in, you know, whatever. Back in my younger days. Because I have my recordings to keep track of, and, I mean, if I could get my tablet fixed, I could do most of my recordings with that, and still upload and be fine. I can use this, I could probably use this controller with the tablet. I can, you know, get RetroArch, transfer my Boon Factory save file, play that. Steam save files are usually saved on, like, the cloud, so transfer those. And I could probably still do my recordings. still, like, just fine. And everything.
Are you still fishing?
I had to lower my rune points again, because these flowers have a Rune.
Oh.
Oh, it turns out I didn't even have to water them. Well, okay. Live and understand, I guess.
Alicia, marry us.
Oh! Alicia wants a crystal ball. Let's try talking to her first. But if we don't propose or get proposed to, talk. Okay. You know, Azura, I'm kind of surprised you haven't looked up how the proposal works. Let's see if solving her quest makes her in the puts her in the marriage mood. Padova Mountains ice field.
Claire, you want to know how you marry her?
Get the crystal ball?
Yes.
I'm required to finish one of my greatest divinations. I'll give you 1,000 G. Wait, what? Hey! She proposed!
Marry me. Yeah, you're never really serious.
Okay, so they're trying to set up, like, as if they have a teasing relationship with each other, where she keeps saying, hey, marry me, and then Rune's like, I'm not... Like, you know, as if they're, like, childhood friends. But that's the first time that she has said something like that, so... Padova Mountains, we want... Shoot, where was it? It was, like, something field? Not the flowing river. Not the freezing cave, but we can get all sorts of other stuff in here. Let's go this way. Ice field. I think I found the thingy.
You have it?
I believe so. How much would this sell for? Said to reveal the future when gazed into. Bye!
Oh,
you mean this crystal ball?
Please marry me.
Oh.
Claire?
Oh shoot, my finger slipped! What do you mean by this time? My fortunes are never wrong. Mwah. That's a fancy dress.
Wow, and what Alicia is wearing is also nice.
Yes.
Do you promise to love her until death do you part? I do.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. Hold on. Everyone in the audience, this is worth it. Hold on.
I do.
Rune can talk. Rune has a voice! Sorry, a horn honked outside, but it's like the exact same, like, tune. Like, the exact same tone as the game's music. So, like, the game is paused. Why is the sound going?
I do.
Mm. Seal your marriage with a kiss. Mwah! Kissy, kiss, kiss, kiss.
Alicia, let's go home and consummate the marriage.
Yes, let's have a kid so we can start the real game. Aww. With your fortune telling too.
Yeesh, everyone and their grandma's coming to say what they feel like.
Well, it's, you know, the entire town. All 10 people.
A lot of these girls who are starting to get a crush on us are really happy about this.
Well, they're hiding their feelings.
Dorothy, hard to say.
Dorothy just hides
Isn't that
herself.
exactly what one of the other girls said?
Probably. What, you expect unique lines from everyone?
I would have thought at the very least, you know, the other romance options would have something unique. Like this one.
We'll be happy together, humans. I mean, technically, that is something unique. Tanya, not a romance option, unfortunately.
Well, that sucks. I mean, not that it matters. We already got, you know, got married to Best Girl. Yeah, I was wondering why you... Great, of course you totally speed up to, like, the last one person.
I was trying to be patient. Mwah! Kisses are weird. There's a storm! We should have asked her to change the... weather. Wait, is this actually just the next day? I think this is the next day, and there's a storm going on, so we're trapped inside.
We can't get a love reading. Oh yeah, fortunes are free from now on.
Yeah. multiplayer mode? Here, sir, quick, open up your RetroArch. Let's play.
No.
Oh, it's just an
I don't think I have
exchange.
access to DS Wireless Play or Nintendo WFC.
Alright, what's on the calendar? Do we have... Our wedding isn't on the calendar? Our wedding is a week before Alicia's birthday, gosh. So, I don't think it'll allow us to leave. So... I guess there's nothing to do but do a bit of fishing. Yeah, get that workout in, yo!
Why not show off your skills to Alicia?
Should we ask her to make it rain now that we don't need it to be sunny weather?
It's a good point.
Actually, I guess we don't need to pause that now, do we? Because, yeah, take care of the plants and stuff. So, how long till the game starts?
Well, you have to build a school.
Okay, how do we build a school?
Okay, now I have
Man
to go
already
and
told us
find-
to build one.
Yeah, now I have to find where I saved that stuff.
Yes, you do. Da 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 We're level 6. Fishing level 76. Alright, well, it might be 6 a.m. But let's sleep together.
Okay, yet you need 100,000 gold and 1,000 wood.
Okay, we have enough.
Okay, let's see here.
Oh right, the storm messed with things.
Wait, messed with things? What do you mean?
Oh, the field is not as good as it used to be.
Oh.
So what else do we need?
Okay, let me just check it.
We can harvest the chickens again.
For the sake of getting the shopkeeper's FP up quickly early on, you might want to stack each one's favorite item. Pineapples, diamonds. Wait.
What's up?
Hang on, just let me check.
Hey, what's up?
Okay. Alright, after you're married, you'll have to wait a total of 9 days before your wife gets pregnant.
Cool.
After that, it'll take 6 days for the child to be born. At that point, you'll be able to construct the school by talking to Byron.
Okay, so the child has to be born, and then we build a school. Okay.
Yes.
Now, when I first got the prompt to make a school, my first thought was, hey, let's talk to Byron about it. But there was no
Okay.
prompt then. So 15 extra days. So that's about 7 or 8 episodes. So about 7 more episodes after this one. And we'll finally be able to make the school. And then we can actually start the game. So about 2 weeks.
Yeah. And there is a few things that we'll want to, prepare. We'll probably want to aim to have somewhere between 120 to 150,000 gold after the school is, paid for.
We have 239,000 right now.
Okay,
So we're
good.
almost there.
All right, so how much silver, iron, copper, and scrap iron do you have in storage?
Not much. Why?
It's recommending at least 10 silver, 18 iron, about 20 copper, and some scrap iron for upgrading tools and some quests.
What were those numbers?
What?
What were those numbers?
10 silver,
Okay.
18 iron,
So stack, two
About-
stacks.
about 20 copper, and some scrap iron.
Okay.
You'll want to have a good amount of, monster feed on hand.
Yep. That I
Plant
got.
pineapples on Blessia Island and strawberries in Trieste Forest.
I think I have some pineapples, but it's not full on pineapples.
And one very important thing to do is once the school is built, which takes about 10 days, we want to visit the school location shortly after midnight.
Interesting.
Yeah, past midnight. And that's to avoid a major storm that really messes up all the crops.
Wait, can't Alicia just make storms not happen?
This one's not an avoidable storm.
So we have to go to the school a little bit after midnight to avoid a scripted storm? That's curious.
Yep.
Hey, no.
What happened?
Oh, Simon's trying to get all comfy on me and decided, claws! That's what I'll use. Little kitty wants to use his claws, but I'm saying no. So I guess we have about, what, 25 in-game days. Discord is not working. To get, some silver, iron, copper. We should have scrap metal. I'll go check after I'm done getting my rune points down to about half. Oh, Discord's back.
Discord? I thought he got turned to stone.
Speaking of, well, not so much marriage, moving in together and stuff, I think it'd be, I know I talk about this a lot, I think it'd be nice to live together. Nice, convenient. We could, you know, hang out, more closely when we do these recordings, so if Discord goes down, we don't necessarily have to care.
I mean, true.
Yeah. Get the, like, you know, intense recording room. 2 monitors, 2 chairs, maybe even 2 computers in case we want to record stuff side by side, but more debatable on that. And it's like, okay, well, I guess we're done recording. Hey, let's play something on Tabletop Sim. Okay, one of us has to leave now so we can play. Unless we have the 2 computers side by side in the recording room. Ow! Cinnamon! No! Cinnamon, I know you like it when you get claws used on you and you get all cut up and scratched and stuff, but it's not a pleasant feeling, okay? Wait, I guess I have... No, I have 8 iron, okay.
Meow.
I have some small amount. Meow! Stop!
Meow.
Stop in the name of... Meow!
Meow.
Stop! This is not the answer! Listen, and you can plainly see...
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what do we have for lumber? Almost 2,300.
We should
That's
be
a
good
good-
on lumber.
Yeah. 2,300, that's a decent amount, right?
Yeah, that should be good for a while, yes.
Yeah, it helps in this game, each, like, branch is multiple pieces of lumber worth. For some reason.
You know what confuses me? How is it that you can have large stumps grow in your garden, but no tree?
No, see, the storm brought in a full-on stump from elsewhere, ripped it out of the ground there, and plopped it down on my farm.
What, and buried the roots in the ground?
Well, obviously not, because the roots don't... Because, like, once I destroy the stump, the rest is just vanished.
I mean,
So
that's a good
obviously
point.
there's no roots.
So what you're saying is that those stumps were already cut and removed from the ground somewhere else, and the
Yes.
storm brought them over.
Yes. Unless you want to say that the storm fertilized the ground enough for the base of a tree to start growing, and then it stopped at stump
Well,
stage.
Well, that's the thing. Their stump stage is not a natural stage. That only
Maybe not on
happens-
Earth, but this isn't Earth, babe.
What, you think trees grow in reverse in this world?
I mean, apparently so, because even without a storm, you can just get from one day there's just plain open field, next day just stump.
I mean, then again, pregnancy only lasts 6 days, so...
And also, in Rune Factory 4, you actually can have trees on your farm, but they get cut down effectively all at once, with no stump stage.
I see.
But do you, though? Yeah, like, how much monster food do I have now? 1151. Still not enough for, like, an easy 100 days, but still lots. That's actually a good question. Does this? I don't think that being ready just makes 2 is a lot. Also, it's kind of interesting. With the pony cards, at least with the main 6 pony cards, a couple of them can work together on certain things that they look for in cards. Like, Rainbow Dash wants creatures with flying and creatures with haste. So as long as it either is or makes creatures with flying and or haste, it's fine for Rainbow Dash. Whatever else it is, it's at least usable. Alright?
Yeah.
If it is a creature with a tail, at least in the art, Fluttershy likes it. Because she can pump all of your creatures that have tails. So if there's a creature with, say, haste that also has a tail in its art, then both of them would like it. If the card in question is an equine, or, you know, makes equine tokens, Twilight likes it because she boosts equines. Horses, ponies, unicorns, etc. So if it's, say, you know, a Pegasus, equine, flying, tail, all 3 of them like it. If it's a rare mythic rare, Rarity likes it. If the character on the art is smiling, Pinkie Pie likes it. So you can... There aren't many, but there are a few cards that actually apply to at least 4 of the 5. There might be one that actually applies to all 5 of them, other than just themselves. Oof. This is a bad state for all this. However, Applejack is completely different and does not have any specific thing it looks for in cards. It can use cards to make her ability work better, but she doesn't, like, look for cards of certain qualities. It's like, yeah, she wants, like, token doublers and stuff, but not aspects of cards, but, like, traits, I guess. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
So there aren't any cards in all of Magic that could actually apply for all 6 of them at once. Which I guess is only fair to show that they are, in fact, you know, different kinds of... You know, they are all different even if they have their similarities.
Sure.
Although we also found, not necessarily strictly a combo, kind of a combo, a nice interaction that works very well. Here, let's go. Oh, no one else has any missions for us, I guess. Okay.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Still
Good afternoon.
Alright.
Good afternoon.
I have completely forgotten what I was getting into about. Did my earbud just flat die just now? Did my earbud just flat died? There it is.
Hello there.
Oh, right. A card interaction. And also it kind of even works with the theme of, cards that could be in Equestria. Because there is, I always want to call it Yggdrasil. There's the World Tree as a magic card. That's, you know, the World Tree of Harmony. It's just a mana fixer, predominantly. It's useful. With a big ol' activate ability to sacrifice the World Tree and search your library for any number of God cards and put them into play. Unfortunately, the deck doesn't actually play any gods, but it does play a very certain, but it does play a very specific changeling focus cards that effectively turns all of your creatures into changelings, makes them all creature types.
Howdy, kiddo.
You know, like a proper changeling invasion of Equestria. And if the changeling invasion has happened and all of your cards are all creature types, that means they're all technically gods, so if you sacrifice the Tree of Harmony while the changelings are invading, you can get the entirety of Equestria onto the battlefield.
Hi there.
You know, just like the finale.
Hi. Afternoon.
Fun.
Good day, love.
So, you know, as it is, whatever. Had some
Indeed.
fun playing with my little brother. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
After this, yeah. It is a bit annoying that I can't just flat, like, upload videos I record from my VR headset. I have to plug it into my computer, transfer the video file, run it through an editing program to turn it from basically, like, 4:3 into actual widescreen. To make it, like, you know, look nice. And then I can upload it. Why am I tired? It's like 9 p.m. I shouldn't be tired yet.
I don't
Like
know.
To be fair, I only slept like 6 hours maybe, but still.
That would be why.
Yeah. Started to try to get to bed at like 10. Of course, couldn't sleep that early. Stayed up until like midnight, then I was like, okay, now I'll try to sleep. I just kind of laid there, eyes closed, just like trying to sleep for like 5 hours. I know it was about that long. Because at one point I decided, oh, I should probably, you know, I have to go to the bathroom again. I should probably get up and do that.
Using the bathroom is important.
Yes. Of course, every time I go to the bathroom, I remember that one Rooster Teeth thing that I don't want to repeat now because it's not quite appropriate for a Rune Factory video. But just remember them saying that one thing, and it's like, yeah, no, can't do that. And if you know the thing, you know the thing. If you don't know the thing, I don't know. Should I tell people to watch Rooster Teeth? I feel like they don't need that little bit of extra support that I can potentially offer. If you don't know the thing, you're probably better off not knowing it. If you do know the thing, then you know the thing. There.
I mean, I might know the thing, but you're being so vague, I have no idea what thing you're talking about.
It was, I don't know if it was an actual thing that Gavin said, or a thing that someone said about what Gavin had said.
What?
I'll tell you when we're done this recording. Just need to go check up on my plants. Oh my gosh, I got a pineapple. I'm almost tempted to just reset this video just to try to not have the giant storm, but also don't want to go through all of this again. But hey, we have a pineapple. This pineapple...
Cool.
Level 2? Yes, it is. Now, in Rune Factory 2, is there a thing to turn, like, crops into seeds? Like a seed machine or something?
I have no idea.
Because there was in Rune Factory 1. Rune Factory 4 and 5, you have to scythe the crop when it's fully grown. But that doesn't work in this game. So if there is a seed machine, then I want to keep this pineapple safe to eventually make higher level pineapple seeds. Oh gosh. My earbuds are being finicky right now, and one of them completely, like, canceled out all of the rain background noise. So all I could hear was a splish splash of, like, the lure bobbing into the water. And that was weird.
Splish splash, you were taking a bath. Bum 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 bum.
No, that's not Rooster Teeth, that's Markiplier. It's probably someone else, but Markiplier is where I know it from. Yeah, in addition to all of the other magic cards I got. Yeah. In addition to the magic cards I got today for my, Commander decks. Cinnamon! Seriously! Cut it out! No!
Huh. I thought I was supposed to get an achievement for that.
No. I also got, 26 new moon cards. Out of the, like, 900 or so that exist. I have a feeling that even if I do passively work on this moon board, I'm probably going to... They're probably going to make more moon... Oh, okay. My monitor turned off. Cool. They're probably going to make moon cards faster than I can passively collect them. I guess when each set comes out, I'm going to have to just go search the new set and find all of the moon cards per set. As long as they're not reprints. Well, at least as long as they're not moon cards I already have.
Ah, screw it. Let's find everyone else who's still standing. Kill them all.
Don't take that out of context.
The heck?
What is it?
I have a feeling I may have broken some of the cutscenes, but who cares?
They're just cutscenes. They're made to be broken. Are you okay, cat? Are you gonna be okay? Does Cinnamon have the zoomies? Is that what's going on?
Cinnamon always has the zoomies.
No, actually, no, not always. He usually has the nappies. Or the sleepies. As they might be referred to. Little kitty wants to nap, nap, nap. Oh, we finished watching ponies. Turns out that the pony comics actually extend past volume 9, season 9, and actually show like what actually happens next.
Oh, okay.
But the comics are kind of like their own sense of continuity. That I think are supposed to go alongside the show or something. Not 100% certain. Don't really think so. So I decided, okay, I might as well start reading the comics from the beginning, right? You know, get them, start reading them, etc.
Sure.
But that's a lot of issues. The comics have been going on for a long time. But it turns out that comics have a thing called, like, an omnibus, whatever. That's like a collection. You know the thing I'm talking about.
Yes.
So it's like 10 to 20 issues at once. And when it comes to pony comics, there are 3 separate lines.
What?
Yeah, there's like the Friendship is Magic, like, regular arc. And then there's, like, Defenders of Equestria or something, then there's a 3rd thing. So I got the first omnibus of... Alright, fine, let's just save all the damage caused by the storm. Yeah, so I got the first omnibus for each of them. 2 of them came in after just a few days, and the 3rd one says, like, oh yeah, it'll be here on Wednesday. November 1st. It's like, gee golly. I'm glad that's not, like, you know, important or anything. Like, I can wait on that. Like, that could be really bad if that was, like, medicine. But anyway, yes, I have access to more ponies. I can play my pony magic cards, I can read my pony comics, I can watch a pony life, we could do some Equestria Girls watching, we can pony it up. We can play pony cards.
You can go to bed.
We can we can go visit Ponyville. We have that pony convention going on in January that I think would be really nice to go to.
Sure. By the way, why are you at this bed?
I don't know, because this is the one with the save, I think. This one doesn't have a save.
Oh.
Should we ask her to make it rain again tomorrow?
Yes.
Wait.
Holy hala, Johnny Lala, walla.
Hallie's in the clinic. Alicia's in Farmhouse 2F. So impersonal.
Wait, did she actually charge you?
I have no idea.
Holy hala, Johnny Lala, walla.
So she keeps saying, like, oh, I had to, like, charge you in order to, like, take the fortunes and stuff. I wonder if it could possibly be potentially possible to marry her without ever buying a fortune off of her.
Well, it seems like the only stuff that actually boosts her love is from holiday events.
Yeah, holiday events and potentially also just from talking to her. I kind of want to just start up a new game and just really fast just talk to her every day and ace every holiday event. Give her gifts that she likes to boost her friendship rating.
Oh, and also do all of her quests.
Yeah, and do all of her quests as they come up. And see if we can marry her without ever buying a single fortune. Not right now, though. Maybe in like 5 years or so when we want to go and revisit the Rune Factor games, so we'll remember this idea.
Alright.
But for now, I say... The stick doesn't work. I say, good night.